Okay, let's analyze the sentence, the cat jumped into the bed. The first thing that we are going to analyze is the deep structure. So, at the word level, we have a noun, which is the bed, a determiner, definite article, a preposition, a verb, a noun, and a determiner, definite article. Okay, let's see at the phrase level. First, we have a noun phrase here, which is the bed, a prepositional phrase, which is into, a verb phrase, and again a noun phrase, which is the cat. If we join here the prepositional phrase and this noun phrase, we have a prepositional phrase, a verb phrase, and a noun phrase. Then join this verb phrase with this prepositional phrase, we have a verb phrase, which is jumped into the bed. And if we join the noun phrase and the verb phrase, we have a sentence. So, according to Chomsky contemporary view, all sentences have an abstract category, which is called the inflectional phrase. So we have an inflectional phrase here. In this case, the inflection is in the past. So, now, according to this analysis, we can say that the deep structure of this sentence is subject, which is the cat, verb, which is jumped, and here into the bed we have an adverb of phrase. So, now that we have the deep structure, let's analyze the surface structure, which is the result of all the transformation that we can do with this sentence, which can be yes no question, W question, or passive voice. In this case in particular, we are going to make a yes no question and the WH question. So, this inflectional phrase is embedded in a larger unit, which is called the complementizer phrase. So, the first movement that we are going to do for the yes no question is the do insertion. We insert here the auxiliary verb did, and we erase the ed. The second movement that we are going to do is the do inversion. What's that means? That we move the insertion in front of the subject and it lands in the complementizer phrase, which means that did will be the complementizer of this complementizer phrase. So we have an empty space here, number 1, and a trace number 1. So the result of this movement is: did the cat jump into the bed? That is our first movement. In the second movement, we replace the adverb of place for the WH word, which in this case is where. So we have an empty space, number 2 here, and I move the WH word on the land side of the sentence in front of the do insertion, and here we have the specifier of the sentence, the head, which is did, and the complement, which is the cat. So as a result, we have where did the cat jump, and here we have the second movement.